In the first year of med school, I woke up at 5 a.m. to run or go to the gym before heading to class. At the time, I felt so productive, so proud, as if waking up at 5 a.m. was some sort of accomplishment. But honestly, I was accomplishing nothing. It did not change my life. I was doing everything I did on a normal day. The only difference was that I was waking up earlier and I was also going to bed earlier. It wasn't a bad experience. I had years of preparation to wake up at 5 a.m. But in 2020, when coronavirus struck, I had no need to wake up so early. So I decided to let my brain choose the time when I was going to wake up. And to my surprise, I woke up at the same time every single morning that year. I got then to a conclusion. Waking up early isn't the key to success, and not everyone can do it, and that's okay. Neuroscience agrees with me. If you want to know whether you should wake up early or not, stick with me until the end of this video. What's up everybody, I'm Isa Mamedi, and today's topic is if you should wake up early or not. But before I get into it, don't forget to click on the subscribe button to receive your weekly fill of science-backed knowledge, and activate notifications so you don't miss it. And please give this video a thumbs up to support the channel. With no further ado, let's get started. Tim Cook gets up at 3:45 a.m. Pepsi CEO gets up at 4 a.m. Disney CEO is a 4:30 kind of guy. Jack Dorsey sleeps in until 5:30. These examples surround us and impregnate our minds, as if they had been embedded in the brain. When we ask someone for habits of successful people, the first that comes to mind is waking up early. It seems that it is intrinsic to the human being to associate waking up late with laziness and lack of discipline. Rarely do night owls get good press. But hey, waking up early and success are directly related. And without one, you can't reach the other. So if you can't wake up at 5 a.m., I'm sorry, you are doomed to fail. At least that's what some people think. Co-founder and CEO of Genius, Tom Lehman, is generally a 3 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. kind of guy. Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian once said, "I'm usually up pretty late, so I try to be up by 10 a.m. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, God forbid, wakes up around 8 a.m. and in a Facebook Live session, he said that he was never a morning person. Some dare to say that they are successful despite waking up late, but have you ever stopped to think that they might be successful because they wake up late? Society tends to praise those that manage to rise before the majority, but why does this happen? If you think that it is because they act different from most of the population, and consequently they get different results, well, then those who wake up pretty late should also be praised, because they do act different from the rest of the population. But that doesn't happen. The real difference between those who wake up before sunrise is that they tend to act in sync with the traditional corporate hour, fitting better into the standards reinforced by culture since kindergarten. The child gets up early to go to school, then to college, then to work. Those who manage to be more productive in the morning, as they do better in such routines, tend to have better grades or better salaries, passing the desired example by the current status quo. With that in mind, some questions arise. The great examples of success mentioned in the beginning of this video wake up early to be able to dedicate themselves to other projects before work, being more productive for that reason. So waking up early gives you more free time in the day, right? Wrong. If such people follow the ideal number of hours of sleep according to neuroscience, they should sleep about 8 hours a day. respecting the biological clock called the circadian cycle, which determines when we are awake or asleep. That way, if they wake up at 4:30 a.m., they must be asleep at 8:30 p.m. If they wake up at 8 a.m., they should be asleep at midnight. In any case, we have 16 hours remaining each day to carry out our tasks. And even if you consider the 9-to-5 job, there are 8 hours left for other activities, spread out in the morning or in the evening. Even though you might think becoming an early bird is a simple matter of willpower and persistence, research shows that whether you are an early riser or a night owl, is predominantly biological. Nearly half of your chronotype, your internal body clock, is inherited. On average, our biological clocks run on a 24.2-hour cycle, adjusting a little every day to compensate for the 0.2-hour difference. Nonetheless, some people's clocks run longer than 24.2 hours. Therefore, they tend to fall asleep later and wake up later. In short, don't feel bad because you can't wake up at 5 a.m. or you are not a morning person. For some, it isn't a choice. They are not lazy or undisciplined. They just don't have that biological predisposition. And for some of the night owls, forcing yourself to wake up early can have negative consequences in the long run. But Isa, if we don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. to be productive or successful, what should we do about sleep to improve our chance of success and a healthy life? There are two main practices that are easy to apply. The first is to enhance your sleep time. The vast majority of people need about 8 hours of sleep a day. This is because according to scientists, there are 4 stages of sleep, which alternate each night. The first 3 form the so-called non-rapid eye movement, non-REM. And the fourth one is the REM sleep, where dreams occur. On stage 1, non-REM sleep is the changeover from wakefulness to sleep. During this short period, lasting several minutes of relative light sleep, your heartbeat, breathing, and eye movements slow, and your muscles relax. Stage 2 occurs right before you enter deeper sleep. Your heartbeat and breathing slow and muscles relax even further. Your body temperature drops and eye movement stops. Stage 3 is the period of sleep that you need to feel refreshed in the morning. It occurs in longer periods during the first half of the night. Your heartbeat and breathing is low to their lowest levels during sleep. Your muscles are relaxed and it may be difficult to waken you. In the final stage, which consists of REM sleep, your eyes move rapidly from side to side behind closed eyelids. Your breathing becomes faster and irregular, and your heart rate and blood pressure increase to near waking levels. It happens for the first time around 90 minutes after you go to bed. This is when most of dreaming occurs. During one night of sleep, the 4 stages repeat for about 4 times, recharging the body, consolidating memory, and resetting the brain. It is extremely important to endure all 4 cycles, taking about 8 hours each day. In the 21st century, it has become more difficult to sleep for the necessary time. In part, this device right here is to blame. One of the things that regulate the circadian cycle is the presence of light. When current human biological systems develop, this did not exist. And for this reason, we are not programmed to be exposed to the light of screens at night. Many people have the habit of checking their cell phones or computer just before going to sleep, which has negative effects on sleep quality. I spent a year getting rid of this, 2 hours before going to bed, and honestly, I've never slept better. Hence, I was more productive during the day as well. But if you can't touch your phone, your computer, or watch TV before bed, what are you going to do? Well, this is where the real habit of billionaires that should be cultivated by everyone comes in. Reading. This time before falling asleep is an excellent time to read a book, even if it is Kindle, because the light emitted by each screen has different properties from those emitted by the cell phone. And if you want to know a little more about reading, I will leave this video right here linked in the description. The studies recommend that you should get rid of blue lighting emitting electronics at least an hour before bed.
Well, thanks, Doc.
To summarize, it is much more important to have a complete and quality sleep than to worry about the time you wake up. Wake up at the time that works for you. Experts say to experiment. Don't listen to vocal thought leaders or LinkedIn influencers. Don't do something just because someone famous does. Figure out what works best for you. And hey, maybe that does mean waking up super early after all. Pay attention to when you feel most tired and most awake. And when on holiday, make a note of the times you fall asleep and wake up naturally. Try to sync your schedule to those times, as that's how you tap most of your natural energy for the day ahead. Correlation isn't causation. Successful people who are early risers aren't necessarily successful as a result of waking up early. They are successful because they've matched their body clocks to their schedules. When you start working doesn't matter. What matters is what you accomplish between the time you stop and start working. Success is about what you achieve, not the time of the day you achieve it. And if you are curious about what time I wake up, I usually sleep at 8 p.m. and I rise at 7 a.m. It is not too late or too early, and it is usually the natural time that I wake up without an alarm clock. That's it for today. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, activate notifications, share it with friends and family, give this video a thumbs up, and leave in the comments below what time do you wake up and go to sleep. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.